Bonjour, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Merci.
S'il vous plaît, mama.
Je t'aime. What does that mean?
You love me.
No, that's
Je déteste ça.
That's j'adore.
Je t'aime.
J'adore.
J'adore.
Anais.
Non.
Je
Non,
n'aime
merci.
pas. Je déteste.
Your name's actually like Anais, innit?
No.
Well, it is technically, because it's French, innit?
Yeah, but it's Anais, technically.
Yeah, but then
It's
you've
got
got that
two
like
dots on the I
you got
to
the two
pronounce
dots.
the
Yeah,
S.
but that's E. That's Anais. I'm sure it is. Fuck, you're getting riled up. Oh, honestly, it's a good job there's a gap between us, because you're like a little Jack Russell, aren't you?
Stupid.
I just love winding you up. Like, it's just so easy.
Anais.
And just see the... Go on then. Go search the pronunciation and then play it out loud.
This is the
If I'm wrong, I'm cutting this out.
Anais.
So there we are. Anais. Anais.
It's commonly acknowledged as Anais or simply Anais.
Anais.
So
Who says that? You've just added that in yourself.
Anais.
Anais.
Anais. Fuck off! I don't like hearing my name out
Je
loud.
déteste Anais.
Oh, we got a sponsored.
Bonjour à tous. Je suis le docteur
What's this, a fucking French lesson now?
to correct pronunciations in French, as well as in many other languages. This elegant name of French and Catalan origin is pronounced as Anais.
Anais. Thank you.
Anais.
So from this day forth, we will call you by your correct name, which is Anais. I'll happily do that.
I think that's quite cool. It's like, you know, when Jamae gets to Australia and she's like, Jaime. Jamae.
Jaime.
Jami apostrophe E. Jamae. Jamie.
Right, anyway, here's one for you then. Would you rather, instead of talking, you gotta sing every sentence? You pretty much do this anyway.
Obviously,
So
the
either-
first one.
Would you rather sing every sentence or have to skip everywhere you go?
Sing every sentence.
You do that anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I think it'd probably be a good way for me to get over my stage fright, because I have been called the songbird of my generation, but I think the reason I didn't get into One Direction is because, well, firstly I didn't audition, but secondly, never really go over that stage fright of the Oliver audition in year 6.
You're probably too old as well by the time.
And
you
I'm too
performed.
old. Yeah. No,
You'd
they're all
have been,
about
like,
my
late
age.
20s at that point.
Yeah, it was about 33, I think, when One Direction first were established. No, they are about my age. And when Zayn
it?
left, I did think about sliding Harry a DM and being like, look, but if you want me to step up, I can. But we do need an intensive course of counselling first to get over this stage fright. But here we are. Anyway, I would rather, I'd probably... You can't be skipping around. That'd be
You
a bit of
burn
an
a lot
ick.
of calories doing that, though.
Yeah, but still, I'd rather sing. Anyway, just the two of us today. Jimmy's just come back. He's probably eavesdropping this conversation as well. But he's got more important things to do today. So in his absence, we've got his hidden stash of Yorkshire tea and also his hidden stash of Cold Power washing tablets, which, you know, this is not product placement, by the way. Other brands are available, but it says on the front here, outstanding clean in cold water, and I tell you what, Anais. I used one of these this morning, and it really did provide an outstanding clean in cold water. So thank you, Jimmy. Should I have a couple of teas when we're done?
I got Irish Yorkshire down there at the moment.
Oh, what's the difference then? What's Irish tea?
I don't know, to be honest.
From Ireland, probably, is it?
Yeah.
Irish Yorkshire.
They're on offer.
Oh, Yorkshire tea's the brand, though, isn't it? Taylors of Harrogate. Who gives a fuck? Just mopping up from the last episode as well. Obviously, you had a little cameo, didn't you, in the
I did.
movies? Anything you forgot to mention? Nope. Sound? Well, how
we
I
could be here
forgot-
again to do another one.
We could, yeah. Anais is going to name her top 3, which was actually a top 4, which was actually a top 16.
Yeah.
So it was like fucking being back on. Do you ever have a Bebo account, or are you too young?
No.
Yeah, fucking top 16. Like,
I don't even know what Bebo is.
lucky you. It was fucking shite. Anyway, how I forgot to mention Superbad. I will never know. That's my favourite comedy of all time. You seen that?
No.
We had a chat earlier though to me, like, I reckon, what was the film you watched again?
Which one? When?
Well, you watched about 6 films yesterday, but you watched one last night in bed, you said.
Diary would be good.
Yeah, so I reckon Anais has watched Diary of a Wimpy Kid more times than I've seen the entire collection of movies that I've ever watched.
Rowley's got the cheese touch.
I can't even relate because I haven't seen it.
Don't come by my house.
All
We're
right.
not friends.
Right, oh, let's stop that there.
Zooey mama.
Right, on with the show. This is actually quite a serious topic today. We're going to be talking about homesickness.
We should have bought some tissues
We should have.
because I'll probably get emotional.
Has Jimmy got a secret stash of tissues downstairs anyway? Definitely. We need some toilet roll as well to me because you use about 19 sheets every time you go for a pee, so better go and pinch one of them at some point. But
Cold strip pending.
let's talk homesickness then. Is that something you've had trouble with since you moved out here, or when you were travelling on your gap year?
Don't think I got it travelling, but definitely since moving here.
Living with us twats.
Like, literally get me out. Oh, I wake up every day and I look around the room and I go, not again. And I come out. So the other night, it was on Friday night, I'm in bed. I come out of my room, it's 11:30 at night, and I just see that swinging a GoPro around by himself, no sound on whatsoever, and he just, in his boxers, in his little tighty whiteies. So I was like, oh my
They're not
God.
white, they're not that brave.
They're tighty whiteies. And he just turns around, looks at me, no expression, and he just goes back to swinging.
I just went, what's happening?
So,
Well, in fairness, it's exactly what it looks like at that point. So I think I was watching like golf TikToks.
yeah.
And when you don't play golf, so you can't relate to it. But you see like one thing and you're like, fuck, that's going to be the move that fixes my swing once and for all. So I had to get up at 11:30 in my kegs. I think I had to put my kegs on, actually. That would have been fucking funnier if I had nothing on doing it.
God, I'd be scarred.
Swinging a few clubs about. But yeah, I was just
Balls
like, I
going
heard your
everywhere.
door go, but I was already committed to the swing at that point. So it was just like,
Thing is, if you had like pretended to stop, it would have been even more awkward. So I'm
Just gotta
glad you
ride it
just
out, didn't you?
continued
what's happening?
going.
You just give me that look like,
What's going on?
what
Am I
are you
dreaming?
doing? What does it look like? Fucking shallow in the club, like.
You've actually not played golf once this weekend.
No, I'm playing tomorrow and it's going to be a train wreck, I expect, but we'll cross our bridge when we come to it. Anyway, homesickness. Yeah, I think it's something maybe comes in waves. I don't know if you can relate to
Yeah.
this, but I remember I think the first time I got majorly homesick was on rugby tour when I was 11. So I played for East Wales and we went to a tournament in Milan, and it was my mum and dad came on the trip, but they like left early, so we still had a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I remember them leaving, and it was fucking heartbreaking. Like I literally cried my eyes out.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do, and it's like a sadness you just can't sort of explain, innit, when it takes over.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel every day? Shouldn't be laughing about this.
I walk downstairs and I just see you there singing, making the coffee. I'm like, get me home. No, I think I agree. It comes with waves. But I don't know if it like ever fully. I don't think there's a day where I don't think at least once I'm like, oh, home. But it doesn't like make me sad. I just think about home.
Yeah, I think like, well, especially, you know, with social media, all you see is everyone living their best lives, don't you? So like,
Yeah.
people back home will look at us and be like, oh, they're living the life in Australia. But yeah, unfortunately, you only see the one side on social media, and you see people living their best lives. You don't see what goes on behind closed doors. Like, you know, I think getting up at 11:30 for a pee and seeing your weird housemate swinging a golf club in his kegs is enough to make anyone upset, really. But yeah, I just think, I don't know, it's a trade-off, isn't it? Because you, like, the lifestyle out here is so good,
Yeah.
but you do realise the little things you take for granted when you are home, and one of them is just being around
Your
people you love.
family. Yeah, I think like it's weird. It's like really weird things I think catch you out when you don't expect it. And it's like a dream. Like you'd have a dream that you're at home and you wake up and you look around and you're like, wait, I'm not at home. Like that has caught me out.
Like, why is the door over there?
What is going on? I've actually had that happen as well. And like just like little things where like I got my keys and my phone locked in my car over Christmas with all the Christmas shopping in it when we were here. And it was like the first moment I was like, I actually, because I don't know your numbers off by heart. The only number I know is my mum's. And I was like, what do I do? And I just didn't know what to do in that situation. And I was asking strangers to help and they were just like, it's fucking shit. Kept on going.
I like it. No, I think that's the one thing you definitely take for granted is, you know, having your parents about. Because yeah, if someone goes tits up, you ring mum or dad, and like, when you're at home, chances are they can jump in the car and come and help you out. Quick. But yeah, out here it's a bit of a trek. Can't really get daddy to come and pick you up when
No.
you've had one too many, or you're losing your handbag or your phone, or locking your keys in the car, or spinning on the freeway, and
Yeah.
you got us. I'm like a brother to you at this stage, surely.
I think we're both. I think you're the adopted one, but yeah.
The adopted one. Well, I'd be quite glad.
There's always
that I'm
like a
not
secret
blood
bit of
relation of yours.
hatred below.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like that brother-sister dynamic, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly how to wind you up now, and it's fucking...
It's
just makes
really
me so
easy.
happy.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
I just, like... You are like a little Jack Russell. Like, in the group chat, I just send little
Well,
snippets
the whole
in.
recycling thing, that genuinely annoyed me. And I was
Which
just
one was
like...
that? The salmon packet?
The salmon packet. Because I was like, just go away. Go do your job. Go help someone lift 5 kg more. And actually, the salmon packet was recyclable. And then you start getting all pedantic about the wrapper on it. I ain't checking no locality. I don't even know how to do that. I actually don't even know what to recycle. And now, I'm so insecure of going to the bin in this house, I'm having to ask you what I can recycle.
You just read the packet, really, didn't you? It tells you what to do.
Do you honestly do that?
Yeah.
What?
It takes about 4 seconds to just flip it and have a look. Right, that's going in
I
the
just
bin.
think if it's plastic, it will go. If it's paper, it will go. What about foil?
Yeah, but it's got to be clean, isn't it? Like, if you
Well,
got
yeah, I
foil,
clean all my tins out and
do
stuff.
you recycle your toilet paper as well after you use that? I hope
See, I'm
not.
bamboozled that you can't recycle toilet
what?
paper. Bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
Bamboozled that you can't recycle toilet.
What, use toilet paper?
Well, in like Asian countries, I think you can.
No, you put it in the bin because the sewage system can't deal with it. It clogs it up.
Yeah,
That's
so it
fucked
goes
up
for
though, innit?
recycling. You got to use a bum gun.
Get the bum gun on it.
Love
Have you used one of them?
Love a bum gun.
I haven't used the bum gun. I'm too scared.
Sometimes though, they're really like. It's like.
Comes out your mouth like.
Literally walking and I'm like, wow, have I just pissed myself? Nope, it's the bum gun.
Fuck me. But then, like, what's your excuse for using so much toilet paper here then? We'll have to get a bum gun installed.
I just clean the toilet seat before I sit down. Then
How many, like, realistically now, like,
we're not.
keep the
This
numbers
isn't,
low here,
this
right?
isn't
This is
going on
number
the
one.
pod.
Number one, no, it is. 100%.
It's not.
How many sheets are we talking? So, to clean the toilet seat, are you, like, laying out, like, a little fucking paper seat, or...?
No, I just like grab it and I just give it a bit of a wipe down. Because with boys,
How much?
I don't know.
You're giving it one of them anyway, every time you go in.
Well, yeah,
it's just habit.
Because I don't want to get it on my hands, so
Half
it's just
a roll.
like got to keep my hands all clean as well. Because if I'm only using 2, what if it drips on my hands?
Oh, God.
Then you got wee hands.
Can you just sit there and, like, drip dry for 10 seconds, or...?
No.
What's
Who does that?
what's the logistics? I don't know, I am going.
Yeah, but so that's why you probably think I use a lot, but I probably use an average amount, and because you're a man, you don't have to wipe your willy at the end of a wee.
How would you know?
I mean, I think you should as men. Like, I think it's kind of gross that, like, your wee then touches your boxers and you just sit in it all day.
Crusty.
Talking about wees, I need one right now, but I'm fucked.
There's no toilet paper. Because
No.
you've used it all.
It's not just me. This is the thing. I'm to blame.
No, but it's mainly you.
I'm targeted in this house.
No, but it's
because
mainly
I'm
you.
newest. I feel like
I am the victim
feel like the
here.
new kid in school, and I'm not. I'm part of the cool kids in school now. So you better back down, bitch.
We ain't covered in no wee.
I'm like your pee-pee.
Just for the benefit of the tape, I am clean as a whistle. But yeah, let's move on from that. How have we ended up here?
I don't know.
Wipe your
The one
willy.
with Sharon keeps really on track, and then the second I'm back in, it just goes off.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, back on track. I think you're right about like the subtle, like, quiet triggers. So sometimes it's like your song,
Yeah.
or you smell something. Usually shit in your case. Sorry. No, but you know, like sounds, smells. I don't know about you. Maybe we'll come back to this bit. I'll say it in a sec. But like, yeah, it's like those little moments in here that just catch you now and again, and you're just like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Any particular triggers for you that?
I think when you have a bad day and you can't speak to people as easily as you could at home. Like if you have, and it's like, it's not like a bad day is like, God, like that was horrendous. I mean, like just like something happened and it just kind of pissed you off, or it made you annoyed, or it upset you. Like specifically maybe with work, where naturally I come home from a day's work and like me and Mum would talk about our days. You could get it off your chest then, whereas here it's a bit more like you have to be aware that not everyone cares. So I can talk about it, but like
No one's listening.
you just gotta like, yeah, no one's listening. No, they are good. You guys are good. But like, if I came home every single day, like I've had the worst day and blah 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 blah, like you just gotta be a bit more mindful and self-aware of how you're coming across.
I've had an awful day today. I've only spent 5 hours on TikTok, but nah, like I get what you mean, and like obviously you can talk to us, you know that. But I think the tricky part is we all work different hours than we. So like, yeah, it's hard. Like, you know, I've had a bit of a rough couple of weeks personally myself, and sometimes I'll be in work till 8:30, you come in and you're all in bed, like.
Yeah.
And that's not your fault. And you know, I didn't really feel like talking to any fucker anyway, to be honest. I wouldn't have been much company, but yeah, I know what you mean. And yeah, sometimes, you know, just want to give mum, dad, or sis, or bro if you go one, a hug, and yeah, you can't, unfortunately.
No.
I think it'd be weird if I give you a hug, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like
like
when
one
we
of the-
hugged on Christmas Day, it was so awkward.
It'd be like, it's like a stepbrother's hug, and it was just
it's like on Christmas Day when you came downstairs and I was like, you were like, Merry Christmas, and I was like, Merry Christmas. Almost cried, lol. And then you tried
cried
to
with
hug.
tears of joy or tears of
Like,
extreme
this
sadness?
is my Christmas. You hung over going, I'm just so hungover. And I was like, Merry Christmas.
You sure that was me?
Yeah. You were really hungover actually that day.
I
For like the first hour.
but
And then
Yeah, I was fucked.
we like hugged for like a millisecond and we were both like, right, let's
I
go
had
to
to go
the
and have a
beach.
shower then. Yeah, well, I think a big trigger is Christmas.
Oh my God, yes.
So is this your first Christmas away from home?
Yeah.
The one just passed, obviously.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
Horrendous.
Really?
Like, honestly, I don't think I can ever go through that again. And I also think, I feel like I've missed the Christmas. So, like, usually you have Christmas and then you get, like, the excitement for summer. Whereas, obviously, everything's a bit backwards here. So, we're actually going into winter. So, like, right now, there's absolutely nothing to look forward to. Because you don't really have a Christmas. And then, like, summer's over. So, you're kind of just like, I want that feeling of, like, the build up that I feel like I've missed this year, which is really weird. And I've only noticed it the past few weeks where I'm like an old Christmas TikTok will come on and I'm like, oh my God, I love Christmas, I can't wait for it. And then I'm like, what? Like, it's February. Well, it's now March, but like, that was a really weird feeling.
I kind of get what you mean, yeah. Like, and it's wild how you do start to take for granted just the perfect weather, yeah?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think when, you know, we're used to such few and far between, that's good England, isn't it? But you know what I mean. It's like the good weather back home is few and far between. So I'm struggling. So when you do get good weather, you like marvel in it. It's like fucking tops
100%.
off, beer garden, beach, let's go, we'll do it all. And it's light until 10 o'clock, yeah, and yeah, it's great. But I mean, so it's like grass is always greener thing, because like, yeah, every day's fucking perfect. It rained on Friday?
Thursday morning.
Thursday?
For like 20 minutes, and that was it.
For 20 minutes, bit of thunder and lightning, and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is a disgrace, it's raining. And
I was really
hours
excited.
later, you could go to the beach if you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were doing about 40 down the freeway, weren't you?
Oh my God, I was going so slow.
40 Ks, that is, not miles
per hour.
No, Ks. Like a fucking sloth going down there. Yeah, I think, like, for me, my first Christmas would have been in Sydney, and I was away with a group of the boys. There was probably like 10 of us in this penthouse apartment, and we were having a great time, and you know, we'd been out on a piss, and Christmas Eve was brilliant laugh, but it didn't feel like Christmas. And I remember FaceTiming a couple of my mates and my family on Christmas morning, and they were still out on Christmas Eve back home, and I just remember being like, oh, I wish I was there.
Yeah. I think, like, no matter how good you make Christmas here, like, I think experiencing that, my mindset towards Christmas, I think, will, like, forever be changed. Because I think there's so many traditions that you've had since you were pretty much born that have just completely taken away from you. Like, scrap the gifts, even scrap the roast, just the little things of the Christmas songs that play when everyone's sat in the lounge, even being sat in, like, you go to one specific room on Christmas Day, like, well, we do as a family, and it's like never changed other than changing houses. There's always been that main room, and like, just like that traditional side of things, I think now, like, probably until I have kids, I'll literally cherish for like forever.
But I think the whole premise of Christmas is to be around your loved ones, isn't it? So
Yeah.
closest friends and family, and nothing compares to, you know, we got some really good friends over here, and a good group of us together now, whether they're, you know, British expats or working holiday makers or Aussies, Kiwis, whatever. But nothing quite compares to being in your home village around Christmas time. Cold weather, you know, like Christmas Eve with all your mates and your family. It's just, yeah, something magic about it. You just can't recreate that out there.
No.
But we had a good laugh, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good. Like, it was a good day overall, and I think I'm glad I did it, and I think, like, people out here should do it, because I think it's part of the experience, and I think, like, you just come away from it with a different view of Christmas a little bit. I mean, the older you get, the less you care about the superficial stuff anyway, but I do think it's, like, even more intense now for me.
How do you find the time difference? Because again, when it comes to wanting to speak to friends and family back home, sometimes it's just not an option because we're 8 hours in front, and if you're on the East Coast, it's 11 hours, isn't it?
I think here is manageable for me, but I think I'm probably skipping forward here, but I have a routine with my family, so I know that I only have to wait a certain amount of hours, and like I'm so busy throughout the day anyway that when I get to talk to them, I'm like ending my day, which is easier for me, so it doesn't matter. But I think the time difference is fine. I think because I was traveling anyway before I came, and I stayed on the same time zone from Southeast Asia to here, and if not like 1 hour difference, I was already used to it by the time I got here, so I was like, oh.
You kind of figure out a bit of a routine, don't you? Like days and times you're going to make calls, and weekends is a lot easier and stuff. But yeah, it is just when something goes tits up and you want to reach out straight away, that's a tricky part.
Yeah, I think like for me, I haven't experienced massive lows out here that's made me need to talk to my mum and dad there and then. Like, I think we're really lucky in this house that when you come in, like, there's usually someone in, so if you're feeling like down or homesick or whatever, like there's usually someone in that you can talk to, or like just take your mind off things and not even bring it up. And as much as you annoy me, like when I'm like feeling a little bit low, like I can usually count on you to go and accuse me of something, and then I'm riled up about something, so like it's past.
Just go from sad to angry.
Yeah.
Like that.
Sad to angry, then I'm like, fuck off.
No, I'd echo that too. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to be nice to you on the podcast, but like, yeah, like I said, I've been going through some shit recently, and thank you for checking in on me and just being there to bounce stuff off, I guess.
Oh.
We're not going to hug.
That was horrible. Thank you.
Moving swiftly on. Here's a question for you, Ed. I am pretty certain I know the answer, but when you talk about... What the fuck are they watching downstairs?
You guys got Pornhub on?
You're on the hub again, down there. She's got a blister. She's trying to pop a blister. Popping a blister, apparently. That's what they call it these days. But I'm assuming you... That's throwing me right off. You still refer to back home as home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will always... that will always be my home. Even if I ended up living here, marrying an Aussie, having 3 kids, like Cornwall is home.
Jai-ho.
We gotta stop with this.
Inside joke, sorry.
No one knows.
Yeah. Well, I think, well, the kind of giveaway is that I said back home. Do you call back home?
Yeah,
home?
You call, yeah.
So yeah, it's obviously
it's ingrained
always
in your
going to be
brain.
home, innit? Now, however hard you try, and yeah, like, I would like to stay here. Obviously, visa depending. I keep getting these messages about the disc not being ejected, which are doing my head in. I haven't ejected anything. Anyway, I'd like to stay here, at least in the, next few years. I see myself hopefully staying here. Might be out of my hands, but I'll do what I can to try and make that happen. But whether I ever look at this as home, I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
No. What about this house then? Do you call this home?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It's quite homely, isn't it?
It's just like, I think it took me maybe like a week to warm up to the house and be like, okay, like this is where I live. And I think like for me, when I found my running route, when I found like a coffee shop around here, and you just kind of know your way around without maps, like, which was in the first week, I was like, okay, like this feels like home. But this feels like home. And I do think Perth feels like home, in all fairness. Like, I don't feel like I'm never like shocked about anything. It just feels very normal to be here now. Where I feel like I could genuinely be like in the UK, just sunny.
There is like there are massive similarities. It's like almost we've talked about it before. it's like a crossover between British and Americanisms here.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of, there's aspects that make you feel like you're in Britain, but then there's other bits that are like totally different. And
Yeah.
yeah, the perfect weather and immaculate coastline is obviously a bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, English is the first language. I think I'd really struggle if it was, you know, that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
And I know, like, my sister, sorry to tell everyone this, Louise, but my sister went to do, I think she was doing 6 months, it was either 3 months or 6 months abroad in France. And she'd have been like 19, 20 at the time, and she really struggled and had to come home. That was part of her uni course, and I think I'd have been the same, to be honest. Like, being in a country on your own where you don't speak the native language, you know, you speak decent French, but you throw yourself in the deep end, and it's like, Jesus.
I think you have to like immerse yourself here as well. Like, for me, it was little things like changing my keyboard so the $ came up before the pound sign.
I still haven't done that.
Yeah, see, the other click was just, for me, I was like, too much, too long.
I'm still on the British App Store as well.
God,
I know.
that's annoying.
It's annoying, I can't get the Flybys app or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
My,
Australian now. But that was like one of the first things I did, was like just change stuff over on my phone, get my like number, and I removed my number from home, which in hindsight I wish I didn't do. But I do think for me I was just able to be like, just embrace it now, like it's a few years.
Yeah, in the bigger picture, it's fuck all, really, isn't it? It's a brilliant experience to go through.
100%.
I think anyone who's in a position to make it happen, if there's an ounce of you that wants to make it happen, you've got to give it a go.
100%.
And if it doesn't work out, you jump on a plane and you're home tomorrow, like. But
and that's the thing, I think, like, being out here, the world feels so much smaller. Because your brain, if you're going to shit yourself over fucking hours, this amount of time in the air and da-da-da-da-da, like, you're never going to fully settle. But, like, for me, I was like, well, just save up a couple, book a flight. It's only 20 hours. I'll be home again the next day. Like, you just can't allow it to consume you. And I think there's also like a little, me and my mum were saying yesterday, like, there's a pocket after seeing the podcast with your mum and like the sadness she felt. And I was asking my mum about it, and she was like, and I think I feel the same, like, there's always that little pocket of like, if I opened it, if your parents opened it, like, it goes to people in both ways. Having someone out here, someone so far, if you open it, like, you could just like spiral and like make yourself feel that you need to go home. Whereas if you just keep it a little bit like locked away and like you don't deep it too much, it's just so much easier to deal with. 100%.
I think a couple of things here. I think, like, if something goes a bit wrong, whether it's like a, you know, personal relationship or something in work or money worries, anything, you can kind of spiral. So you sort of, one issue leads to you kind of running all these, like, what are usually small problems in your head.
100%.
And then you can kind of end up in this area of panic and rumination. And, you know, we'd rather convince ourselves that something terrible is going to happen than just sit with the uncertainty and try and figure it out. And that's when, you know, you can really spiral into this, you know, homesickness. And I think just being able to kind of recognize that and being like, you know, if the worst come to the worst and I had to go home, you know, I could make it happen, and I could be there in a few weeks' time if I needed to be there, a few days, like. So just kind of recognize that that's something that does come in waves. And yeah, I think it's easier said than done, but if you can just kind of recognize it, like you said, maybe compartmentalize a little bit and just go, right, that's there, but, you know, my trump card is, if I want to go home, I can.
Yeah, I think that's like my mindset with it. And I was speaking to my sister about it the other day, and I just said to her, like, if I need to, and I have to be home 3 times in a year, or once a year, or once every 3 years, like, it's different for every different person that comes out here. Some people don't need to go home for the whole three years, but for me, I find it more manageable knowing that I can just go home, and I'll go home, I'll see my family, and then come back, and that was easy. Like, I'll do that again in the next 9 months, and it just makes that feel that home isn't too far for me.
I tell you what's really hard though, from my personal experience, is going home and then leaving again.
Yeah, don't talk to me about that.
Because you kind of, yeah, it's horrible, because like you have this massive euphoria for the first few days of being back, and it's like you're in a dream. You've seen all your friends,
Yeah.
and you've seen your family and whatever, and then the last couple of days before you come back, you start to like slowly realise, fuck, every time I see this I'm seeing this person for the last time, I'm seeing this person for the last time, I'm seeing my dog for the last time, and it's a fucking roller coaster of emotion, and you do have this devil on your shoulder going, don't go back, stay.
I think that's something that I'm yet to obviously experience, and that plays probably why I'm so hesitant in going back, is that overriding feeling of like, how on earth am I going to get back on that plane? But like, you do it, and like, I think like I'm very lucky to come back to a house like this, to come back to like housemates who I get on with, to have my best friend live a couple doors down. So it's like, and then also I realise again, I pick up on things that I never did, but I was on FaceTime to my mum, or she sent me a photo of the dining kitchen bit, and on the table was still her face wipes, her glasses, and a book. And I was like, oh my god, like literally nothing ever changes. And I think that's the mindset again of like, nothing changes when you go back. Like, you'll go back straight in and be like, well, I never went to Australia. It's so weird. It's
amazing how quickly you adapt. Yeah, you sort of, you go through the formalities of a few people asking you, oh, what have you been up to? What's your plans? You staying long term? How long are you back for? They don't really care.
No.
Like, it comes from a nice place, obviously, but they don't really give a fuck. But anyway, within minutes then, you're just back to your old selves, and you're back taking the piss out of each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, you realise then those little things of going for a pint down the pub with your mates that you normally take for granted, and you're like, this is boring. When you do that for the first time in a year, you're like, oh, fucking hell, this is
amazing.
So good. Just shooting the shit with the boys. But yeah, I don't know, it's mixed emotions, isn't it? And I think ultimately it's like those feelings of like massive highs and massive lows. Yeah, you could say it's bad in a way, because your fucking nervous system's on 150%, and you
literally
rips you apart. But it's fucking living as well, isn't it? Like, you're experiencing those emotions, and what a privilege to be able to do both, I suppose.
And like and I was saying this again to my sister, like, we talk about it a lot, and she was like, I just like, you seem, sometimes you really want to come home, sometimes you don't, like, you seem really up and down. And it's like, but living here is up and down, like, that's part and parcel of it. And I'm probably more vocal about it than others, because I don't like fear. I think for me, talking about it, I can cope with it. Keeping it bottled up and pretending that it doesn't exist completely makes me, like, could make me really spiral. So like, for me, I think I just say to everyone, like, the highs and lows come with it. And like, you're very aware of that, I think. Well, at least in my situation, I was really aware of this feeling of homesickness was going to come, and some days were going to be absolutely fine, and other
sometimes
days
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yes.
Si.
Merci.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I just think your emotions are kind of multiplied here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, the highs are unbelievably high, and then the lows can be unbelievably low. But
you can experience like it's like at home in a day where you can experience all 4 seasons. You can literally go through every single emotion in one day here. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And like, there are times where you can feel very alone, and like, it's obviously not the case. There's people there you can talk to, and obviously love you and care about you. But yeah, sometimes it can be hard, and it's not all sunshines and rainbows like you see on Instagram.
Socials.
On the socials. Let's talk about guiltiness, then.
Ooh.
Any part of you feel guilty for leaving mama?
Yeah, and I think that feeling was the worst. I think that's the worst feeling I feel is guilt, because I'm just like, why am I putting my poor old mother, not old,
Was she old?
no, my poor old mother, the phrase, but like my poor mother through this, and my sister and Reggie, poor old Reg.
Reggie doesn't miss you.
Reggie does miss me.
That's what I've heard.
Reggie does. Like, you just gotta think, oh my god, like, it's hot. I think as well, because you're the one doing it, it's easy to get so consumed on your feelings about the situation, and you kind of disregard other people's. But like, I think the guilt of like leaving your family, oh my god, it's awful. It's so horrible.
Yeah, it is. And you know, particularly the clip you referenced earlier where my mum was saying about how hard it is having your kids living on the other side of the planet, and it does make you feel guilty and makes you feel awful. But you know, at the same time, you know that your parents want the best for you, and you know, they when your family come out here and visit, like my dad said to me quietly, sorry mum, he said to me quietly when we were on a walk one day, he was just like, I can see why you don't want to come back. He's like, and I had a chat with him, and he was like, yeah, I'd love to move over here myself and be able to play golf and beach, you know, walks, coffees, just a perfect place to come and retire probably. But yeah, obviously logistically it's easier said than done when you've got like he's got his mum and like older family members back home, work, etc., and you know, sorting the house and mortgage, and it is harder to get visas over here when you're a bit older, as I'm finding out myself. But yeah, you'll part of you will always feel guilty, but yeah, at the same time, I think you've got to be, an aspect of you has got to be selfish, because you've got, however hard it is, you've got to put your own happiness first. And if for you that's being back home in the UK or Ireland, then fair. But if it's over here, then you got to put number one first.
I'm quite bad at like almost talking down about here to my family to make it seem easier. Like, I don't know, like, so like when I'm like fucking hell, like when I'm driving, and like, no offense Australians, I think you guys can't drive, and like Rich. I'll call my mum yeah, Rich, I'll call my mum like, fucking Australians, like, do my head in, they can't drive, like, fucking get me out of this country here, like, right now. But like, I think I over exaggerate. Like, obviously they know I'm joking, but I think that's my way of dealing with the guilt with them, rather than being like, oh, I just love it. And because I do love it out here. And I think you can then miscommunicate to them, because they're like, why don't you just come home? And it's like, no, I'm joking. Like, I don't want to come home. And then it's like, but like, that's my way of dealing with the guilt of actually feeling quite settled here. It's really weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I love a moan.
You do love a moan, yeah. You don't fucking stop, to be fair. What did you just say then?
About what?
What did you just end on then?
The guilt of like, just like making
talking down about you.
Yeah, talking down about your experience here. And not in a bad way. It's not like I'm like, I can't do it. Like, it's not like an emotional, it's just like taking the piss. Like, when like I don't like the chocolate out here, and I'll be like, get me home to some proper chocolate. Like, it'll be things like that, just to kind of like nudge your mum, like, I think about it. Like, I think about home just as much as you think about me being home, so don't worry.
That's very thoughtful, actually. Maybe you're not as much of a twat as I thought.
No.
We
are.
Yeah, another thing that kind of makes you feel guilty is missing milestones. Like, again, this is the stuff my mum talked about in that clip, but Christmas, birthdays, like this year now we've got, so my mum's 60th in a few weeks, my dad's 60th in October, my nan's 80th the day after. You know, it's it's a lot of shit that kind of I miss when I was in New Zealand as well. I miss my sister's 21st, my mum's 50th, and my dad's 50th.
Yeah.
It just made me feel like a terrible child. And my granddad passed away, so it's just like, you know, you miss all this stuff.
Yeah.
It does eat away at you, mum. I promise. Like, it doesn't make you feel good, but
yeah. Like my sister, the week I arrived in Perth, my sister and her partner had just bought their first ever house, and it was move-in day, and my parents took time off work, and they all moved in together, and like they were having a family hug, and they were like, it just wasn't the same without you, and like that's eaten me up. Like not being there for her for that makes me feel like shit, because that's a memory now that I'll never be part of for her, which I think is such a big thing. But again,
yeah, but then when you do your trip home,
yeah,
that
like,
will be a standout memory.
Exactly.
Like her seeing you for the first time, so like,
and seeing the house now that it's all sorted and ready, like it will be like, and I think that's the trade-off. Like, yes, you miss milestones, but then when you're home, you're gonna make it so much more special, which will be an occasion in itself.
Stay humble, Jesus. They might not be that happy to see you. You never know.
I reckon.
Yeah, of course.
I reckon they'll be excited one day.
Yeah, they will one day. Yeah, no, you're right. Like, and I think it's a trade-off. Like, you're trading off those milestones for creating ones of your own, and yeah, I think you're right. Like, if your friends and family do care about you that much, then it will be a special moment when. Or
you just be a good son and throw them all a little birthday when you get home. That's what I do.
Yeah, just do a belated one.
Do a belated one.
Maybe I'll rustle up a chili or something, or
get them all round the table. Do it as like a little surprise for them.
Make them some chicken wraps.
But then you surprised your sister as well for her birthday this year, didn't you?
Yeah, but she kind of worked it out. I mean, I've done 4 surprises now, so it's not really a surprise anymore.
It's not as fun, is it?
No. It was for me. I enjoyed it. My dad didn't know again. He falls for her every time, so just he's away with the fairies.
That'd be my dad. My dad would just have no idea. I'd probably walk through the door and he'd just look at me and go, "You alright?" Just wouldn't even process that I'm there.
But that's the difference, though, between men and women, I think.
Yeah.
Is that women are like fucking detectives.
Yeah.
Honest to God, like, and like, we're not even going to get into like social media. Like, if I want to find something out about XYZ, I could tell you their first name, and then I'd have a full report of who they are, who their missus is,
where they went
who's
to
he texting, who's DMs
school.
is he him, what's his nan's name.
Yeah. Dog's name.
Yeah.
I'd even find that old house on Google Maps, trust me.
Jesus, that's check your hard drive. Fuck me. But yeah, like my dad, just everything's oblivious, and you know, people have said, because I've had people at home on the inside,
yeah,
and they've like dropped the bollock and said something they shouldn't, and almost given it away, and it's just
God, that must be so stressful.
Yeah, it is. I've been on the other end a couple of times, and it's fucking hard work. When it's like James's birthday and I ruined the surprise.
Yeah.
The night before.
And
for months I kept that fucking in, and then I dropped the bollock the night before. Like,
I think I'm quite good at keeping things a secret. You could tell me a lot and it wouldn't go anywhere, unless it's like something really minor. I reckon I'm quite good at that.
Right. So if we've established that level of trust quite yet, but I'll bear that in mind.
We'll get there.
One day.
I
think, yeah, the other side of guiltiness is, and again, apologies for saying this to the millions of listeners and viewers, mum and dad, but one thing your family want safety and security for you, right?
Yeah.
Which I completely understand. They want what they perceive is what's best for you, and generally that's being close to home, being safe.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, necessarily mean they're taking your happiness into account.
Yeah.
And, this is my experience now in the last few months, and I guess the experience as a whole, being like self-employed and whatever, moving my business out here. But, yeah, like gone through a bit of personal shit over the last few weeks, and I've been down, as you can probably attest to. I've been probably not that much fun to be around, but when you speak to your parents and then they say, I think I had a chat with my mum and she said, well, we're worried about you, what are you going to do with your life? And I'm like,
I have the same conversation with my sister on Friday.
And it's like, that comes from a good place, but when you're already down, you don't need to hear that.
No.
That's kicking a man while he's down, and I'm not coming at you from the podcast, man. This sounds a bit brutal.
This is major indirect beef right now.
But I just think, no, this could potentially help people out, because that makes you feel guilty, and that makes you, like, certainly for myself, like in my 30s now, it's hard. Like, I'm on a completely different trajectory to a lot of people back home my age. Like, a lot of people are settling down.
Yeah.
Mortgage, engaged, married, kids, etc. And I'm still, trying to establish myself out here. And unfortunately,
driving a red tin can.
You are
driving a red tin can.
Yeah, but that's the trade-off, isn't it? And that's what my dad said to me. Don't you want to come home and drive a nice car? And I'm like,
no,
I couldn't give a fuck, to be
them
honest.
potholes back then. No, thank you.
No, they're behind the wheel, Jesus. But that's part of the process, and it's hard to remind yourself that this is the course that I'm on, because the whole comparison thing, I compare myself to other people all the time.
Yeah, me too.
And I think there's people back home my age would probably swap places with me, but fucking there's a big cat there.
What a cutie. Can we invite him in?
You don't look that cute. You look scheming. Look at his eyes. Fucking possessed.
Should we let him in?
Look at his yellow eyes.
Oh, that's so mean.
He was going to have a shit on the balcony, but there. Oh, look at his eyes. That's fucking evil, that cat. They're always up to something, aren't they? I don't like the way he's looking at me.
Bye bye.
Anyway, what was I saying? I was going quite deep there as well, wasn't I? What did we get up to?
Like parents, when they're like, you're on different trajectory to people at home.
Yeah. So the whole comparison thing, it's hard, and it's hard to remind yourself, you're doing all right. It's hard not to fall into that trap of, I need to grow up and settle down now because I'm this age.
No, yeah.
And I don't think mum and dad realise that, but like, it's fucking hard to hear.
Yeah. When
you're already, your head's in the shed for whatever reason, right? So I think for anyone in a similar position to me, like, you got to remember that it's coming from a good place, and it's coming from a place of love, because they want me safe, they want me secure. But this is the kind of the trade-off that you make. You realise that you might have to eat shit for a couple of years to then set up the life you want in the future.
Yeah.
And I think when you care about something enough, like, it's not that I don't care about driving, like, I don't want to be driving around in the little fucking red shit box.
Yeah.
Like, it's not great for my street cred, but ultimately there's a bigger picture, and I want to be here long term. I love what I do. I've worked really hard to set up my business and put myself in a position where that's fucking bringing in a decent income for me now. And it's going to be hard with visas, and it's going to cost me a fortune, and I'm not going to be fucking getting engaged in the next 6 months like my sister is, but that's the trade-off, like. And I think if you're in a similar position to me, that's what you got to try and remind yourself. And again, it ebbs and flows, and you'll be motivated, and then your head's in the gutter. But ultimately, if you care about the bigger picture enough, keep the faith, I reckon.
I think all parents have that as well. And like, I got offered, so I'd already booked my flights, done my visa this time last year, and it was April, and I stupidly went for job interviews, and I got this job in a private school as the marketing manager there, and I really wanted to go into social media for a really long time, and I remember my parents' disappointment in the fact that I said no to a job that would have finally got my foot in the door of what I wanted to do in career wise. And I remember my dad just being like, "You're a fucking idiot," pretty much. And like,
how did that make you feel?
It makes you like second guess everything, because I do believe that my parents anyway have always kind of known an outcome, and they've usually been right in what they say, and I've usually done the complete opposite. And again, I did on this occasion, but for like it did work out. And I think then I moved here and I was in recruitment, and for the first few weeks I was like, what the fuck have I done? My dad was right. I should just move home. Like, this is no different to being at home. The weather wasn't great yet. And then things shifted again for me, and I got my foot in the door in social media, and like, it is a job that I enjoy, to be honest, and like, I'm getting experience out here. I'm not to say it's piss-assing about being in hospitality out here, I don't mean that at all, but I've got a job in a career path that is, I think I can sustain long term, that will get me places higher up in corporations and all that, if I wanted that to be my trajectory, if I can say the word. So I think, like, yeah, I don't really know how I was going with that, but no, I think all parents are like it.
Yeah, they are. And I think it like, however bleak it gets, and like sometimes, you know, you can't see a light at the end of the tunnel, and you think like, I'm fucked, but it always works itself out. Like,
yeah. And
again, it's that whole rumination thing of assuming worst case scenarios because you want an answer in your head rather than sitting with a bit of uncertainty. But you're going to have uncertainty if you move to the other side of the planet, especially if you do it on your own. Like, we've been lucky that we got, you know, at least like mutual connections and foot in the door with finding accommodation and stuff. But it's a fucking rocky road. Like, it's not an easy thing to do. And yeah, I can't remember what I was going to fucking say, but you know what I mean. You get me, you feel me, bro.
I think there's just so much to say. Like, you're going to feel every single emotion possible out here, and it's so hard, and like, anyone that's done it should really like give themselves a pat on the back, because like, it is I know lots of people are starting to do it, but it's a really cool thing to do, and it is a good thing to do for you as well.
I mean, even if it doesn't, like, it's going to work out. Like, your definition of work out is what you make it, right? Either you'll come out here and you'll establish yourself, you want to stay long term, or you come out here, you realise it's not for you, you go home. Or you come out here, you go, right, I'll do 3 years, do my work and holidays, then I'll go home. It's only going to be good experience. Like, there's no real downside, I don't think.
No.
And like, you pick up, you might get a job that you don't really want and it doesn't really align with your career, but life experience wise, that's the sort of stuff you're going to remember. I think, you know, ultimately, when we're at the end and you're on your deathbed, you're only going to look back and go, yeah, that was pretty cool when I did that. You're not going to remember, oh, fucking hell, remember when I had that, I was sitting in my house with my fucking nice car parked on the drive?
Yeah.
Nah. One day, that'll come.
Yeah.
For now, we're in the Maserati. It looks like it's got leprosy. There's no aircon in there. I'm sweating my cunt off, but she gets me from A to B. I think people at home
as well forget
most of the time.
I think I've spoken about this before, like, there's a huge wave now, especially people my age and a couple of years older and younger, are like, I want to buy a house and I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to be settled. And it's like, you're going to be living that life for the next 60, 70, 80 years, God knows however long you live for, babe. But you have the rest of your life to be safe, stable, secure, in a house, with a nice car, with a dog, with a garden, going to your local pub on the Fridays, being around the same people. Like, you have your whole life to do that. And take a risk first. Take a risk first before you settle. If
you've got a burning desire to, I think you should, yeah. Because I think, again, it's the whole comparison trap of, like...
Yeah.
I think it's just doing stuff for the right reasons. Like, some people are more than happy to just go into a full-time job in the career they want to do, and that brings them, like, ultimate happiness. Yeah. And then it's like, you know, you get your mortgage and it's like, I've fucking done all this. I've set myself up. Brilliant. Well done. But, like, just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, because I think it's the whole doing things to impress people you can give two fucks about. Again, you know, go back to driving a car. Like, who are you trying to impress? Yeah. Apart from somebody going on a date with. Yeah, if I turn up and ask, you might go, what have I done?
I'd crash a nice car anyway, so I'm just going to stick to my Ford.
Just get an Uber, innit?
Yeah.
But just doing things for the correct reasons, and it's not living your life through a lens for social media. It's doing stuff because you want to do it.
Yeah, don't do stuff that you think you should be doing because it's the social norm.
Yeah.
Just do what, like, you got to do what makes you happy.
You have, and you will have doubts. I can promise you, you'll have doubts. But again, like, that's what our brains do. They like to imagine
the worst possible case
outcomes.
scenario. I'm so bad at that.
Yeah, same.
And then I'm just like, oh, that was fine. That was easy.
Amen. Right, we're getting towards the end now, so we'll go into the Instagram questions shortly. But if you could sum up then what this experience has given you so far, anything springs to mind?
I think...
Do you think living with me has made you more resilient?
Yeah. I think just the resilience aspect as a whole is just like... I think I've become really hyper aware of myself, and like I'm not very good at putting boundaries in place, but I feel like the longer I'm out here, the more I'm able to do that. And like just, I don't know, I think just proving myself that I can be alone, that I can do a Christmas without my family, like I think I'm way more almost kind of laid back, I think, out here, which is really weird. I think because I'm just kind of like, well, it is what it is, kind of.
What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? I think living with you guys helps that with me, because I was always very high-strung at home and very dramatic. And I am dramatic, but in a weird way out here. Like, it's more of a banter thing than my highs and lows being felt by everyone in the house, because I know I can't be like that. So I feel like I've been able to kind of chill out a bit, not take it too seriously, become way more resilient and self-aware, and just like appreciate the small things. Love going for a coffee and a run this morning. Back home that would have been like, well then what, whereas like that is just nice to do and chilling.
Yeah, but back home you'd have gone like, I'm not saying we don't do this anymore, but like back home would have been Saturday night flat out on the piss.
Oh, yeah.
Too hungover on Sunday.
And yesterday we were just on the sofa for all day.
I had a taste of your life yesterday. Watched about 3 films.
It was lovely. And I was like,
I
but
couldn't
back
walk
home,
at the end. I was like, fucking get up. I was like fucking Shaun of the Dead trying to get around the gaff.
Back home I was just like, when we're going out, like, let's go for a drink. It was, my life was very much living for the weekend. And living for the weekend meant, like, let's just go out. Like, oh, so-and-so's down the pub, I'll just go down and meet them. Whereas there's just not a thing here.
It's just drinking culture back home compared to coffee culture here, innit? And
I would way rather go for a coffee now.
Yeah, but then again, I think you just adapt. Like, if you went home long enough, you'd be back into that lifestyle and enjoying it. But yeah, I'm not advocating alcoholism by any stretch, because it's not good for you. But I think in the right doses, socially, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't get down that rabbit hole. For me, yeah, I think it just like fast tracks everything being over here.
Yeah.
You get more resilient, more independent, learn so much about yourself, and like you said about like dealing with challenges. Like, there's stuff that if you rewound, like, I've been out here nearly 4 years now. You rewind 4 or 5 years ago and said, you know, you're gonna have to dig yourself out of this hole. You're gonna have to deal with this. You're gonna have to fucking sleep on a mattress on the floor for your first 3 months and drive an absolute bag of shit around. I'd be like, I haven't got that in me, but you learn that you have, and then when you're faced with similar problems or stuff that a few years ago would have been a huge problem, you're able to go, right, fucking bring it on. Let's have a go. So it's only a good experience from my point of view, anyway. Yeah,
I definitely think I'm happier here than I was in the UK, because I just love the sun and the beach, and I'm such an outside person. Like, walks, runs, like, I always sit outside. I don't ever want to be sat inside unless I'm watching a film, which I'll be doing in a minute with a cup of tea. She might go to the coffee shop. Is Corner 33 going to be open?
Yeah, I think they're up until 3.
Oh, boys, have you got the Yorkshire teas?
Yeah.
Where are they?
But yeah.
Chuck me out, please.
That wasn't me.
Why are you going there?
Because you were absent, so that's our
And
replacement.
he also took these
And your washing tabs.
in replacement
I
of
took
you.
the hours.
What?
Oh, for the benefit of the tape, they are.
Are they?
I think so.
Don't know. Oh wait!
Are they yours?
I think these are my old ones that I lost.
You
Buzzing.
lost?
Well, I couldn't find
So
them.
they stole them?
ages.
They were stolen by the littles. He did not look happy.
He wasn't impressed with us.
Nah.
Like,
Oh, well.
again, would never have gone to a farmer's market at home and bought myself some sunflowers. Look at them bad boys, guys. Look at them. They're beautiful. Oh. They're not mine then.
Anyway, on to Instagram questions then. First message we had was from Taylor Gardner. So she said, let me know what everyone is saying. So Taylor, if you have watched or listened to the pod, then you're about to find out. Fucking hell, how quick does your phone go off?
Quite quickly.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Do you want me to do the questions then, so I can keep...
Well, yeah, if you want. Make sure you read them in the right order, because I think someone's asked to be anonymous here. Gareth Crode, I think he used to live in Perth. Big shout out to Crody, Crode on the road. AKA Jeff Stelling, great at the rugby updates on the WhatsApp chat. Power through. You're better there than here. The weather is shit, the pay is shit. You're in the best country in the world.
Who was that?
That's one of the boys from back home, Crody. Don't think you know him.
No.
Cheers, Bat. Thanks for the words. I'm sure I'd probably feel similarly if I was in that position back home. You know, having a taste. I think ignorance is bliss. If you haven't had a taste of this lifestyle, and you know it's a lifestyle you enjoy, you're blissfully ignorant.
Yeah.
You're not missing out on anything. Once you've had a taste of it and it's taken away, it would be like, I think that would be quite tough to take.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
Where's the questions?
Just to stretch up my legs. Whew!
Oi, oi. Toes out on the sofa.
So.
Extra price for them.
Wants to be kept anonymous. Find yourself a great group of lads who make you forget the homesickness. Then added on, miss my butties, which I'm guessing is a bacon butty.
No, buddies. Like butty. You know, Welsh is butt. What's happening, butt? Right, buddy?
Hot dogs for tea boys.
Hot dogs for tea boys. Did he say that? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Kiwi as well. Love that. Love that from you, but Mr. Anonymity.
And then we got...
Should we address that? No, I agree with that statement. And I think that's where, again, if you can join a sports team or a run club, go to the gym, go to some classes, get out your comfort zone, go meet some people. Even if you think you're very introverted and it's not your kind of thing, oh, I don't go to this, I'm quite cliquey, I've got my little group of friends. You've come to the other side of the world, get out your fucking comfort zone. Go and fucking meet some new people.
Agreed. And I think as well, just like making yourself super, super aware that it's going to take time to form real connections. Like me and Rhys didn't speak for the first maybe 2 months you lived here. We spoke. We weren't like...
We're muckers. We're buddies.
We weren't buddies. God, I'm Indian.
Buddy, you know me, I'm Italian.
And
Yeah,
I
but
think giving
this is
yourself-
it. Like, this is what I said in the last week's pod. I don't know if you've watched or listened yet, but the ultimate compliment from me, where I'm from, is if I'm taking a piss out of you.
Yeah.
Because it means, you know, we're on a good level and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, agreed.
You're
I
welcome.
think just giving yourself time and grace to like find your people as well. Like I had a friend initially when I moved here. Don't speak to her now. Haven't seen her in months because she found her people and I found mine. So
Yeah, and I think...
it's trial and error.
I think back home, you kind of get... I don't want to say stuck with your friendship group, because, like, my mates from back home are my best mates.
Yeah, mine too.
And I've got some great mates out here, right? But they're my fucking day ones. They're the...
Ride or die, baby.
Ride or die. And instantly you're back to normal, right? But I think if you're in a group of friends where, you know, you want to do something different, so say you're getting into fitness and the current group of mates you're with, they're out on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or, you know, you might be a uni student, you're out 4 or 5 times a week, right? If you want to break out of that lifestyle, it's hard when your friendship group is doing that all the time.
Yeah.
So if you move somewhere different, it is a chance to reinvent yourself and go and do things that you wouldn't normally do back home. So if you want to join a run club, you haven't got to worry about your mates going, oh, you're a fucking gimp for going to do that. It's a clique and whatever. You're joining the cult. If you want to go and join a run club, fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then you're starting to hang around with people that are going to support this new lifestyle that you want. And I think I'm a big fan of Chris Williamson from Modern Wisdom, and I don't doubt for a second that you've never heard of him, Anais. But
Never heard of him.
He talks about the lonely chapter and how, you know, if you want to transition into becoming this different person, you've maybe got to leave behind some of the people that have been, you know, not dragging you back, but are sucking you into their habits when you want yours to be different. And yeah, that's a massive upside of, you know, moving somewhere where no one knows you. You can totally reinvent yourself.
Agreed. I agree with everything you said there.
What did I say then? You weren't listening.
Yes, I was.
It's just a test. I'm only taking a piss. Turn your microphone around as well, please. Other way.
Oh God, I keep doing this.
I know.
This one's really interesting, actually. So they said, I'm the world's worst. There's been so many trips away where I've upped and left early, which I think is also so okay. Yes.
You haven't asked to be anonymous, is he?
No.
Big shout out, Rhys Williams way. Yeah.
I think there's 2 ways that you can look at this, though. Are you giving yourself enough time? Because I think people are so convinced that they're going to go traveling or they're going to go to Australia and their whole world's going to change and their whole life's going to look different. And just because you move to a different place or you go to experience a different country doesn't, if you've not dealt with some shit at home, all it does is follow you. So like, if you are trying to run from something that might make you want to come home, like if you're not giving yourself long enough to adapt to a place or to a culture or whatever, then you're gonna go home quickly. Whereas I think sometimes you have to give yourself some time in that. And then still, if within 6 to a year's month's time or whatever, you still feel the same, then yeah, like all you can say is I gave it my best shot and just realize that you still want to do those trips, but you want to do them for 2 weeks, not 2 months.
Yeah. And 100%, I agree with that. But I think Rhys is alluding to like lads' trips and stuff as well, because I remember we were on one boys' trip and he went home like, it was only supposed to be like 5 or 6 days and he went home after 3.
Okay, Rhys, like, we're not classing this as homesickness, babe.
No, but that's, I you know, some of those trips are heavy. If it's a stag do or a rugby tour, it does fry your head. So I can understand why you do it. But yeah, I'd echo what you said.
This can't even come into homesickness, I don't think. What do you mean you were in Spain for 4 days and you want to go, right, I'm off now, lads, day 2? Because you've had too many beers.
Yeah, it's gone. It happens.
Then next one, it's just Adam Court saying, come home and kiss, kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss, kiss. Miss you, Courtney boy. That's one of my day ones.
Don't know who you are, but miss you too. Then Samara Kate said, if you are Welsh, don't listen to the national anthem played live on the harp like I did today.
It's a tearjerker. Like, this might be a biased opinion, but our national anthem is the best.
It is a good national anthem. I can definitely agree.
And also our flag is the best. You got a fucking dragon on it, like.
Yeah, you do have a cool flag. Agreed.
Best flag, best anthem.
I do think the best country in the United Kingdom is Wales. I did live there though for a long time, and I would move back in a heartbeat.
And you live with Welsh people, so you are practically...
And I live with Welsh people, and most of my friends.
Would you say you're more Welsh than English?
No.
Fuck
I wish. I would love to say that I'm more Welsh. Like, all of my friends at home are Welsh. Meg, April. So, yeah. Got a bit of Welsh in
all 2 of them.
I'm trying to think who else. They kind of gone. Sadie, she's Welsh. Jamie's a bit Welsh. Charlie, Zach. All people I went to uni with.
Just saying names.
Great people. Shout out. And then we've got Janine saying, surround yourself with home, people, food. I get it. Valley's girl living in Queensland.
Bit different to the Valleys, Queensland, I think.
Very different. I've
Very
been
different.
to the Valleys. I worked in the Valleys. I worked
Did
in
you?
Risca.
Risca.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tesco Risca.
That's a
They
risk.
fired me. Shock.
What are you doing? Nicking fucking...
Nah, at Christmas, didn't want to be away from home, and they were making me work Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, and I was like, no thanks, and
So you just didn't turn up?
pretended. No, I got a doctor's note and got signed off for 6 weeks, and I got fired when I tried to go back. Got paid for the full 6 weeks, though.
Fucking hell. Anyway.
Agree with that, though.
Yeah.
What's like
Amen.
one food that makes you instantly think of home? Like what? Like if you were to satisfy your homesickness with food, what would it be?
It'd have to be a Welsh cake, wouldn't it?
God, I hate Welsh cakes.
You would, wouldn't you?
Then they're like a dry scone.
No, a good one. A one that's still warm and that's quite moist. You can get really dry ones, and if they're a bit burnt on the top, yeah, Megan.
I think mine would be a sticky toffee pudding from the local pub, the Brit.
But yeah, I think... I don't know, what else?
Fish and chips, like from a proper
Fish and
chippy.
chips.
With those chippy chips.
Yeah, proper fish shop chips. Aye. And a good pint of Guinness. Poured
yeah, like-
properly.
The Guinness, not Guinness, but lager selection at home. Like you got Estrella, San Miguel, Cruz Campo.
Come on, you're better than that. Estrella.
Love Estrella, love Cruz
No,
Campo.
I mean pronunciation. Estrella.
I'm not from Spain.
Yeah, but make an effort.
Are you gonna say
you can't say your own
paella?
name properly, Anais?
Paella, Estrella.
Estrella, do you mean Estrella Galicia or Estrella Dam?
CC.
Which one? Dam or Galicia? They're different.
What's that?
They're
I don't know,
different
just
beers.
the red one.
That's Estrella Dam,
That one then.
I think. Yeah, Estrella Galicia is like a black label.
I
I
do
think
like-
Galicia is nicer.
I do miss a good fruity cider selection.
A fruity slag?
A rattler.
That's you, innit? That's your Tinder
Fruit
bio.
slag, yep. And then we've got two with Rihanna here saying, keep in touch with family, regular calls, FaceTime, send messages on what's going on, like debriefs.
Respect. I can't believe Rihanna listens to the pod as well. That's turn up on a card.
Yeah. She's releasing her new album, she just said. I think that is what she said about regular keeping in touch, debriefs, is genuinely what keeps me sane out here. As you know, because you hear all my FaceTimes.
Yep, full volume.
And I'm very routine with it. Like, it will be every day.
Oh, she is. She's not
Every day
exaggerating.
I'll call my mum at the exact same time. 2:30 my time on a weekday. Just after 4 p.m. here on a weekend.
If I had to count the number of times I heard, Reggie! Reg!
Reggie!
Oh, Reggie, you must do his
Who's
fucking
my
head
good
in.
boy? Reggie Roo, you want dentist sick? Go on then, go on.
Oh, fucker.
Oh, my little boy, my little poo bum.
God. Anyway,
Love him.
let's wrap it up. Well, wait, actually, before we wrap it up, that is one of the reasons why you don't feel that disconnected is WhatsApp, FaceTime.
100%.
Yeah, social media. You don't really feel like you... It's until you make the journey that you realise
I
how far it
know.
is.
I think that's what will screw me up eventually, is making that journey.
Yeah, you're like, fucking hell, when's this going to end? This is a long way.
Like,
And
I remember last year when I left Sydney and I was like, oh my God. And then I got back to Heathrow and I still had to get to Cornwall. I was like, literally,
Fuck, that's a
end me
trek,
now.
innit? 4 or 5 hours?
6 hours. I was
Yeah.
losing my mind.
One final question for you, Ed. If I offered you a guaranteed perfect life back home, would you take it right now?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. Not right now.
So you'd give it... No, that was the question. Right
Oh.
now. Eventually, yeah, fair. But like right now, if I offered you is your Australia chapter written yet? Or you still got things you want to do?
No, I'm not ready to go home yet.
There we are. Same. Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Sorry for coming at you earlier as well, but...
What? Rude.
No, I think, I
Oh,
reckon people
Mumsy.
will be able to relate to that. And I know it comes from a good place, and I love you both. But
Not helpful.
not helpful, unfortunately. Not after the fucking fortnight I've had. Let me smell you now. But anyway, I put my violin away. That's about us for the pod, I reckon. I got a little closing line our director, ChatGPT, has written for us here.
Let's have a look. We'll have a look.
Do you want to read it out?
Yeah. Hang on, let me get back onto it.
On 70 minutes there, final round question. It's fucking... Oh, it's behind. I was going to say it's right with the timings as well, but it's not.
Oh. Okay. God, it's going to make me cry.
Go on in, say it.
You can love the life you've built and still grieve the one you left. Now I'm going to cry.
I'm going to have to pick that back up, actually, and just plug the socials, but amen. Couldn't agree more.
Amen, sister.
Thank you very much for watching. Hope you found this, or listening, hope you found this episode useful.
Educational.
Yeah. If you haven't subscribed yet, then all I'm asking you is why. We've got like half of our viewers on YouTube are not subscribed, which is unacceptable.
We need to start making money off this, guys.
No, we don't. We're doing it for the love of the game.
And brand deals.
Doing that around. Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say, but subscribe, like, put us on your story, follow us on our socials. There's a link in the description to our link tree, so you'll find our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp community. Stay up to date there. But yeah, Instagram's the place to go if you want to ask us questions and stuff. Other than that, thanks for coming along for the ride. We will see you next Sunday. Merci beaucoup, Anais.
Rhys.
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 We'll work on that.
Now we do it.
We'll work on that.